Hey there, ever heard a song that just feels like summer? DNCE's Cake by the Ocean is one of those tracks. Playful, flirty, and packed with cheeky metaphors. But if you've ever wondered what those lyrics really mean, or why this song sticks in your head, you're in the right place. Today, we're breaking it all down. No over the top reactions, just a straightforward look at how a fun pop song turns dessert into a metaphor for living life with zero regrets. Ready to dig in? Let's go! The first verse sets up a playful, carefree vibe while poking fun at someone who's acting way too serious. The line, "see you walking around like it's a funeral," is a hyperbolic way of saying the person is moving through life, or maybe just a party, with a stiff, somber attitude, like they're at a funeral instead of having fun. The singer is calling out this over the top seriousness, almost teasing them for being so uptight. Next, "not so serious, girl, why those feet cold?" continues this idea, asking why they're so hesitant or cold footed, a play on cold feet, meaning nervous or reluctant. It's like saying, "Why are you holding back? Relax." The mention of feet ties back to the walking imagery from the first line, keeping the metaphor consistent. Finally, "we just getting started, don't you tiptoe, tiptoe," reinforces the idea that the night or the fun is just beginning and there's no reason to creep around cautiously. Tiptoe. The repetition of tiptoe makes it sound even more silly, emphasizing how unnecessary it is to be so reserved. Overall, the verse is all about breaking free from stiffness and diving into the moment, which fits perfectly with the song's party-ready beach energy. The pre-chorus builds on the carefree, rebellious energy of the verse, but amps it up with a mix of flirtation and a call to let loose. The line, "waste time with a masterpiece, don't waste time with a masterpiece," is a little contradictory at first glance, but it's basically saying, why overthink things when you could just enjoy the moment? A masterpiece here could symbolize something overly polished or planned, like trying too hard to make everything perfect, when the real fun is in spontaneity. The repetition makes it feel like the singer is playfully arguing with themselves, landing on the idea that perfection is overrated. Then, "you should be rolling with me" is a direct invitation. No fancy metaphors, just a confident, "you'd have more fun if you stopped hesitating and joined me." The next line, "you're a real-life fantasy," flips the script a bit, turning the person they're singing to into something almost unreal, like a dream. It's a compliment, but also a way of saying, "you're too amazing to be this cautious." Finally, "but you're moving so carefully, let's start living dangerously," wraps it all up with a cheeky challenge. Moving carefully ties back to the earlier funeral tiptoe imagery, while living dangerously doesn't mean actual risk. It's about ditching inhibitions. The whole pre-chorus feels like a pep talk. "Stop overthinking. You're incredible. Now let's go wild." It's a smooth lead-in to the explosive, carefree chorus that follows. The chorus is where the song's playful, hedonistic energy fully erupts, blending flirtation, rebellion, and pure fun into a carefree anthem. The opening line, "talk to me, baby," is a direct and intimate invitation, setting the tone for a conversation that's less about words and more about chemistry. When the singer says, "I'm going blind from this sweet, sweet craving," it's an exaggerated way of describing desire. Like the attraction is so intense, it's overwhelming, almost intoxicating. The repetition of sweet makes it feel indulgent, like a craving for something delicious, which ties into the whole cake metaphor. Then comes the rebellious heart of the chorus. Let's lose our minds and go crazy. It's a straightforward call to abandon inhibitions and dive into wild, impulsive fun. The profanity here isn't just for shock value. It amps up the sense of reckless freedom, making it clear that this isn't about polite partying, but full-on letting go. The line, "I keep on hoping we'll eat cake by the ocean," is where the song's cheeky metaphor shines. Eating cake by the ocean is a euphemism. While it could literally suggest a beachside dessert, it's widely interpreted as a playful, slightly naughty reference to carefree intimacy, thanks to the dual meaning of cake and the ocean's fluid, sensual imagery. It's not meant to be taken too seriously. It's just a fun, flirty way of saying, let's enjoy ourselves without overthinking it. The second half of the chorus mirrors the first, but adds a pop culture twist with "I'll be Didi, you'll be Naomi." This references the iconic 90s couple P. Diddy, now just Diddy, and supermodel Naomi Campbell, symbolizing glamour, confidence, and a power duo living large. It's another way of saying, let's be iconic together, like the ultimate party pair. The repetition of "lose our minds and go crazy" and "eat cake by the ocean" drives home the song's central theme. Life's too short to play it safe. The chorus isn't deep or poetic. It's designed to be infectious, rebellious, and a little mischievous, perfectly capturing the spirit of a night where rules don't apply. Verse 2 cranks up the playful, sensual energy with food metaphors that blur the line between literal treats and flirtation. The opening, "goddamn," sets a tone of awe or frustration, like the singer is overwhelmed by what they are seeing. When they mention, "see you lickin' frostin' from your own hands," it's a vivid, slightly messy image that feels both innocent, who doesn't lick frosting, and suggestive. The act of licking is undeniably sensual. The ambiguity is intentional. It could just be about dessert, but it's also teasing at something more intimate. The next line, "want another taste, I'm beggin', yes ma'am," takes the food metaphor further, turning it into a game of desire and consent. The phrase, "yes ma'am," adds a playful power dynamic. It's cheeky, almost submissive, like the singer is jokingly at the mercy of the other person's appeal. The hunger here isn't just for cake. It's a metaphor for craving more of someone's attention or affection. Finally, "I'm tired of all this candy on the dry land" wraps up the verse with a clever twist. Candy on the dry land suggests something sweet but unsatisfying. Maybe flings or attractions that don't go anywhere. Dry land implying boredom or lack of excitement. It contrasts with the ocean imagery from the chorus, as if to say, why settle for mediocre when we could have something wild and free? The repetition of "dry land" drives home the frustration, making the idea of "cake by the ocean" sound even more irresistible. Overall, this verse keeps the song's playful, flirtatious vibe while deepening the metaphor, mixing hunger, temptation, and a thirst for adventure. The bridge is short but packs a punch, serving as a final burst of flirtation before the chorus kicks back in. The line, "you're fucking delicious," is blunt and playful, tying directly into the song's ongoing theme of comparing desire to sweet treats. By calling someone delicious, DNCE takes the food metaphor to its most straightforward level. It's not just about cake anymore. It's about the person themselves being irresistible. The casual, almost laugh-like delivery, haha, keeps it fun and carefree, reinforcing the song's overall vibe of not taking things too seriously. Then, with Talk to Me Girl, Hey, the bridge circles back to the chorus's opening line, creating a sense of urgency and connection. It's a direct plea for interaction, stripping away any pretense. No more metaphors, just a simple, hey, let's keep this going. The brevity of the bridge works in its favor. It doesn't overcomplicate things, just like the song's message. It's a quick, flirtatious nudge before launching back into the high energy chorus, making it feel like the musical equivalent of a wink and a grin. The outro serves as a final, sugar-rushed celebration of the song's central themes: indulgence, desire, and carefree pleasure. By listing different cake flavors, red velvet, vanilla, chocolate in my life, the lyrics double down on the food as desire metaphor, painting a picture of someone who wants it all with no limits. These flavors aren't just random, they're rich, decadent, and varied, symbolizing the different kinds of excitement and attraction the singer craves. The repetition of "in my life" makes it clear this isn't just about dessert. It's about wanting that sweetness as a constant, whether in love, fun, or adventure. The line, "Funfetti, I'm ready, I need it every night," takes it even further. Funfetti cake, colorful, playful, and associated with celebration, perfectly matches the song's party vibe. Saying, "I need it every night" turns the craving into an addiction, but in a light-hearted way. It's not about desperation. It's about refusing to settle for a boring life when there's so much fun to be had. The outro then circles back to the chorus's hook. "I keep on hopin' we'll eat cake by the ocean," reinforcing the song's ultimate fantasy, a life, or at least a moment, of pure, unapologetic enjoyment. Structurally, the outro mirrors the chorus but with even more emphasis on the cake metaphor, as if the singer is ending the song by saying, "Look, I've been hinting at it this whole time. Let's just admit we're here for a good time." It's a final, irresistible invitation to forget the rules and dive into something sweet and wild. The lack of deeper meaning here is the point. Cake by the Ocean isn't trying to be profound, just euphoric, and the outro delivers that perfectly.